A collective sigh of relief the moment the U.S. Senate followed the House of Representatives' lead and passed the debt deal with a vote of 74 to 26. After President Obama penned the $2.5 trillion U.S. deficit reduction package into law, the only nice words that he could muster was, "It's a good first step."
Voters may have chosen divided government, but they sure didn't vote for dysfunctional government. They want us to solve problems. They want us to get this economy growing and adding jobs. And while deficit reduction is part of that agenda, it is not the whole agenda.
Even though the majority of Congress voted in favor of the bill, they did so with the sole reason of averting a default.
Now, this bill does not solve the problem, but it at least forces Washington to admit that it has one.
There are parts of it that I will struggle to explain and defend.
The U.S. debt limit crisis may be fixed, but now the real work begins for those tasked with finding $1.5 trillion U.S. in cuts by the end of November. A not yet appointed bipartisan super committee must decide which government programs will either suffer a loss or be axed altogether. If the president gets his way, the rich will pay more, which Democrats agree with and pledge to ensure Medicare and Social Security aren't targeted. At the same time, Republicans vow to ensure tax hikes aren't part of the deal. Either way, the political posturing for the super committee has already begun.
I think that people are going on the Joint Committee should be open to solving the debt problems of this country and not let ideology stand in the way.
While Moody's Investors Service did leave U.S. bonds with their AAA rating, they tagged it with a negative outlook label to show there is still a risk of a downgrade. Much like the symbolism of hope behind Gabrielle Giffords' triumphant return to Congress after her near-death experience, passing the U.S. debt deal symbolizes a hopeful outlook for America and the eventual return of certainty to the global economy. Sonya Artero, TVB News.